training during Ramadan, and obviously that's something that you're going through now, correct?
Yes.
So I guess kind of speak on that a little bit. I mean, like, because a lot of like the package that they did was really well done. Again, it's on Bloody Elbow if anybody hasn't seen it. And it talks about like how some fighters like Khabib, for example, won't take fights during Ramadan, whereas other guys like yourself will still be in training camp and getting ready for fights. So, how big of a difference is it for you, or is it like one of those things like maybe even outside of Ramadan you kind of still keep that same mindset? Like, how do you find that balance to still be effective in the cage?
I feel like it actually helps me a lot more during Ramadan, because Ramadan is one of those where it's the month where you got to be a lot more spiritually, uh, uh, and with like more religious, more everything's supposed to be a lot more. You're supposed to be in touch a lot more with your whole religion, and everything like that. So if I'm sitting there concentrating on my religion throughout the whole month, throughout my these last 3 weeks, whatever like that, leading up to my fight, I'm not sitting there concentrating about any of my opponents. I'm not sitting there stressing about my opponents, because I'm sitting there worried about my religion, trying to better myself as a human being. And then, like you said, with the whole diet aspect, I think it just makes you tougher, man. I'm sitting there going through 2 packs a day without eating or drinking. And like I said, everybody out here is always looking for an edge. Like some of these guys take some supplements for an edge. Some of these guys take steroids for an edge. I'm out here taking that. I know my opponent's not doing what I'm doing. I know my opponent's not eating or drinking. So I know I'm going to have that level up on him no matter what. And then just to have that mental strength over my opponent, I know I can take the fight anywhere I want to go.
So how does that work? I mean, because you're going through your training sessions, you're not able to drink anything. I mean, I guess that would help with weight cuts more than anything. But I mean, that's got to be tough on you. That's got to be tough on you.
And it's one of those where you got to be real smart with it after sundown. So like after sundown, I'm having a full Pedialyte. I'm doing it as in like I just finished the weight cut type mode, where I have to replenish my fuel and then eat the right food. Like some people gain weight during Ramadan just because they'll sit there right at when it's time to eat. They'll go straight to the dessert table or go straight to eating fattening food. So it's one of those where I got to be real smart. And I've done it 3 times before, so I already know what works, what doesn't work for me. So I know the exact foods that are going to help me a lot more, and which foods that I shouldn't eat that won't help me during my training the next day. So I just got to eat the right carbs, the right protein, the right fluids in me. So my next day at practice, I could be able to go through it.